Hey, good morning. It is Saturday, October 18th. Happy no more of this, please, and thank you day. I want to do the energy for the week. First, if you hear kind of like a weird noise in the background, it's not that high pitched from a few weeks ago, but my dishwasher is running. So apologies if there's a little bit of a funky sound in the background. Anyway, energy for the week. This would be for tomorrow, Sunday, October 19th through Saturday, October 25th. This was a little bit interesting. I feel building. I feel the sensation of like, I guess I want to call it anxiety, collective, like holding of the breath, collective concern and angst. I want to just be fully honest that I don't feel that leaving us for most of the week, to be honest. There was just kind of like squeezing in the heart space. It felt like, people will need to kind of prepare. It very much feels like building into some sort of tipping point or another. I am not here to say one way or another what that tipping point is. But it feels like collectively everybody, a lot of people can sense that, and the Schumann is spiking a little bit right now. I just got the notification of that. So that seems to make sense. I know we had some solar flares the other day, so I guess maybe those are reading right now. But the general sense from a lot of people that there's just a general building of energy and that sense of like something's coming. There are obviously a lot of different tipping points that potentially could come, but this feels like one of something big. Anyway, moving on. The only other thing that I really received was I felt like I was sensing something along the lines that made me have a visual and a sensing of, I feel like naval ships or something, movement of some sort. I know that there's, a little bit of, now my head's kind of swirling. I know there's a little bit of, this whole stupid Venezuela thing going on. I hope I'm allowed to say that word and it's not a thing. I'm just mentioning a country, people. There are a whole bunch of them. There's like 180 plus or whatever. I don't remember exactly how many, but there's a sense though that it feels more like a pissing match. And I kind of was reminded of like the idea behind like Taco Tuesdays, sort of like a pissing match where I'm not sure that there's like a lot of actual action or activity, at least not initially. It's kind of like this stupid, like, I know you are, but what am I? Kind of like stupid feeling. I don't know. I'm hoping that that's actually true instead of, actual specific activity, at least in the very most near future. So yeah, I wanted to mention that. I feel like there was one other thing. The only other thing I wanted to mention regarding this idea of this tipping point. There was something about it that made me want to mention that regardless of what kind of tipping point it is that we're building towards, when and if we see a big tipping point happen, there is a general sense of things not feeling amazing immediately afterwards, and my head's rolling again, and being prepared for the sense that like this is also not good. This is still not good. This is not what we want. There just be, again, find your ways of preparing yourself mentally, emotionally, physically, if necessary, to know that things, we're going to have a little while to make it through. I know everybody feels tired. I know everybody feels overloaded. Everybody feels overwhelmed. We can make it through all of this. We can have resilience. We can have longevity. and sustainability all the way through until we get to a place where we feel like maybe we can breathe a little bit more. Community is going to do that. Preparing yourselves emotionally is going to do that. If you need to kind of close down and hunker down and take a break, allow yourself to do that so you can recollect your own emotional and physical systems into a place where you feel grounded again to come back out. If you need to reach out for assistance, find therapeutic methods, find energy healers like me or someone else if you feel like that's something that would be beneficial to you. Just, find the people who can help all of us hold each other up. We can do this. Through human history, there have been plenty of times where things have been really, really rocky, really difficult, really scary. We are all still here. Our ancestors made it through for us to all still be here one way or another, especially when we are able to find our way to be physically safe or help others who need that safety. So, that was the thing I wanted to say, was that whatever building and tipping point we may be building to in the current state, be prepared for the sense that no matter which direction that tips and how that tips and what it is that occurs that's tipping, I got energy like coursing through me right now. My feet are buzzing and my head is swirling, which to me means that this is a message everybody needs to hear, that be prepared that even after tipping points can occur, it can still be, we still need the resilience and sustainability to work it through to the other side of all of it. So I keep intending to do more meditation and or grounding and or centering and or healing type videos. I still have intention of getting that done. It's just been really, really busy. So I will do that as much as I can in the days and weeks to come and put some of those up. Find your tools, find your people, find your community. We're going to be okay on the other side of all of this. So anyway, thank you. Let me know how you're feeling. Let me know how you're doing. If there are things that you feel like would be most beneficial to you and it's something that I have in my toolbox, I will share that. So comment that and I can do that for you too. So we'll talk soon.